And our next speaker is Marcus. Are you there? Marcus?
Yes.
Great. So share your screen, please.
Just 1 second. Let me see. There.
Perfect. You're ready to go. Take it away, Marcus.
Okay. My name is Marcus Nilsson, and I'm the founder and CEO of Gimic AB. And we provide digital eyes in production lines. So we are a startup company, 3 years old, working in production lines and in manufacturing. So the idea of the company is basically to take this new technology that's coming with self-driving cars and deep learning and put it in production lines. And we do visual quality inspections. And these are, so what it means by that is basically autonomous visual inspection with traceability. So on the left-hand side, you see our hardware setup. And we have Helix, Octopus, and Motus. So that is 3 different types of product depending on your use case. And then we populate that hardware with different sensors to see what you can detect. So we support 2D cameras currently. And then we have our AI engine. So we perform the image analysis with deep learning and AI. And then we also have our follow-up tools. And the reason for that, it is a lot of the inspections today are not traced and not follow-up. So you can have a dashboard and analytic to see what type of defects that are occurring in the manufacturing line. And also get videos and images of that inspection. So what you see on the right-hand side, you see gear. So that is one customer segment we are working quite closely with in transmissions. And this is the problem I am bringing to the table this time, and that is Svepart, one of our biggest customers. That is a big supplier of gears and shafts. And they wanted to investigate the possibility to detect small defects and also verify an alignment of 2 gears mounted together. Because in transmissions, it's very important that there are no defects on the flanks connecting the gears. And it's also very important that when you mount 2 gears together, that they are aligned. And you see a small 0, as you call it here, that should be aligned with the other big gear. And that was something they had issue with and wanted to get an autonomic solution to. And what we did was we have actually worked with Svepart for quite a while now, and to see what deep learning can do instead of previously more simpler classic machine vision. And so what you see here on the video, you see Helix up here. That is our turnkey solution for rotation inspection. And you also have a grinding machine and a washing machine over here. So that is a quite common manufacturing process that a lot of our customers do. And so what they gain by this to install this autonomous visual inspection is that they can get a higher level of automation, better quality, and better traceability. So that is how the flow works. And if this robot is coordinating the cell, and if it detects any errors on the inspection, it sorts the product out here on this band. And this is also how it looks like in the box. So as you see, it goes pretty fast, and it is able to detect these dark stains on the gear flanks much faster than previously solutions. And the other one was we used our product that's called Octopus, which is a more flexible solution to perform this alignment check between the two gears here. But we use the same technology. So what we see now is deep learning is able to both solve the complex areas, but also the simpler problems. So as we see that deep learning will probably be much more used in the future than it is today, because it can solve both the trickier problems but also the simpler ones. And this is what we see that is coming along in manufacturing, and that is to have more data-driven production lines where you have sort of cameras recording to a data set, training a model, and then deploying it out to get this continuous feedback loop. And we have tools to do this pipeline process that we call Gimic Studio. And then when you're done with this loop here, you switch to the yellow one, and then you are sort of running it live, and then you get the interaction with the other sort of robots and PLC systems, and also the follow-up of how the production is going and what type of errors are occurring. And that is very useful for quality management staff. And this is some of our customers and partners. So we are working with Svepat, with transmission, Horda Group, which is making a plastic, and we also Gunnebo, which is a supplier of lifting hooks. And also some of our partners is Combient, Synely, AI Sweden, and Things. And this is our team. So it's me, Marcus, and Dennis, and Anton, and Ulf, coming from the IT side. So we have a background coming from the gaming side. So a lot of us have worked with IT system, but we also have some, like Erik, Silvia, and Henrik, coming from the manufacturing side. And that is one of the key ingredients in our company, as we see it, to mix both IT, data scientists, and manufacturing knowledge together to solve this industry 4.0's challenges and opportunities. And that's everything from me. But if you have any question, just send me an email or just give me a phone call.
Brilliant, Marcus. Thank you so much. We'll see if we have a question for you in the chat. I don't think so. So while maybe we wait for one or two, I can ask you, what's the state of a company? Are you looking for investors, or have you been invested in already, or where are you?
We are actually, this year we are going to look for more investments, definitely, because we see we have sort of wind in the sails. So yeah, that is something we are investigating, because currently we have been doing very well, I would say. But we see that there's a really big opportunities ahead. So we will look into investment in the coming year.
Great. I have a question for you. Let's see if I understand it. I read before about an American company landing AI that also does AI for manufacturing quality. They focused much on procedures to get good training sets rather than models. Is that a trend for you too?
Well, no, not currently, I would say. But that could be something to look into. But currently we are sort of focusing on models because we see that we get very good performance that way. So
great.
But we are very interesting to learn new things. as always. And it's an evolving area. So I think we're just getting started.
Okay, I have another question for you. So what about IP do you have? What IPs do you have? Do you have patents or file patents and so forth?
We are sort of working on our IP strategy. So we have our hardware together with our software, but we are sort of, the main thing is that we are a software company, but we do have our hardware as well, but we see it more as a software company than a hardware company. But we have our hardware products as well.
Brilliant. I'm sure you will get more questions afterwards, Marcus. Thank you so much.